Now we discuss the topic, that is sexual reproduction. In previous video lecture, we have discussed about the asexual mode of reproduction and its type and all information about asexual mode of reproduction. Now we discuss the next mode of reproduction, or the second mode of reproduction, that is sexual mode of reproduction. So before we discussing the mechanism or types of reproduction or how the organism reproduce sexually, we need to study about the feature of sexual reproduction or advantage of or need of sexual reproduction. So first we discuss the need of sexual reproduction. Need of sexual reproduction. Then we discussed the features of sexual reproduction or characteristics. So in this video lecture we discuss two topics. The first is need of sexual reproduction and the second is characteristics of sexual reproduction. So in asexual mode of reproduction, to understand the need of sexual reproduction, first of all we have to summarize some features of asexual mode of reproduction. So in asexual mode of reproduction, there are some limitations. So we need to study the limitation of asexual mode of reproduction. So we have discussed in earlier video lecture that there are some limitations with asexual reproduction. Limitation of asexual reproduction. So we will understand clearly about the need of sexual reproduction after discussing the limitation of asexual reproduction. So in asexual reproduction, the first limitation is of single parent. It means there is requirement of single parent or single individual can produce offspring during the process of asexual reproduction. And the second is there is no fertilization. During asexual mode of reproduction, no fertilization take place. And in this mode of reproduction, variation only occur or only seen due to error in DNA copy. The DNA copy involved in the process of cell division, that is mitotic cell division during the process of asexual reproduction. That DNA copy lead small amount of error, and that error is the cause of variation. So these are the most important limitations for asexual reproduction. So due to these limitations, the amount of variation in this mode of reproduction is very less, and we have studied about the importance of variation in our life. So we have discussed that variation is the raw material for evolution, or we can say that variation is the raw material for making advanced organism. Advanced and simple, there are two kind of organism. Simple organism consist of simple features, while advanced organism consist of advanced feature. So the organism need modification, and that modification or direction of modification should be simple to modern or simple to advanced. So here is also this concept applied, that means asexual mode of reproduction produce offspring with simple characteristics. So we need to convert these simple characteristics into advanced characteristics or advanced feature into the living organism. And variation is the raw material for these changes, these kind of changes. So these variation need in large quantity, which is created during the asexual reproduction in very small quantity. So one of the reason why do we need the sexual reproduction, that is the requirement of large amount of variation. As we have discussed that variation is helpful in survival of living organism. It is beneficial to living organism to survive on this planet. As we have discussed in with the example of bacteria, we see that bacteria, a population of bacteria in temperate zone becomes or start to destroy most of the bacteria due to the global warming or due to rising of temperature. But from that population of bacteria, some amount of bacteria do not become destroyed, and they survive and multiply their population. So the one of the reason behind that kind of bacteria that can survive in rising temperature, the reason is due to they consist of heat resistance ability, and that heat resistance ability comes in that kind of bacteria due to variation during the process of DNA copy over a period of time in that population, in that species. So variation is beneficial for the species of particular individual. किसी भी इंडिविजुअल के लिए जो उसका स्पीसीज होता है, that species are benefited by the variation. So I hope you will understood the importance of variation in our life. So to maximize the amount of variation to stay alive or to survive with more adverse condition in this on this planet, we require more amount of variation, or to become advanced organism, to become highly modified, highly designed organism, we have to be a large amount of variation to survive or to adopt that kind of adverse condition. So this is the limitation, and due to this limitation we need sexual reproduction. And how we can explain that in sexual reproduction more amount of variation will be caused or created? So in sexual reproduction more amount of variation will be created due to its feature, due to its characteristic. So first we explain the various characteristics of sexual mode of reproduction. Then we comes on the topic that why sexual mode of reproduction create more number of or large quantity of variation. So one thing is also need to be understood that during the process of DNA copy, during asexual mode of reproduction, it is not necessary that all kind of variation lead, all kind of error in DNA lead to survival of the particular DNA. If there will be drastic change or drastic error in DNA copy, so in that case the organisms, the offspring may not survive due to a number of changes. So during the process of asexual reproduction, the first thing is that the small size of variation or small amount of variation, and this second thing is the viability of that offspring, or the viability of offspring with that particular variation. So variation is occur in asexual mode of reproduction, but most of the variant or most of the organism with variation or most of the product with variation may not survive. So that these are the two limitations. The first limitation is less amount of variation, and the second is viability of product with variation. These are the two limitations for asexual mode of reproduction, and due to this limitation we need sexual mode of reproduction. And how sexual mode of reproduction resolve these two limitations, or resolve from these two limitations? So to understand, first let us to know the characteristics of sexual mode of reproduction. So the first characteristics of a sexual mode of reproduction is the involvement of, or it involves two parents. So from these characteristics, first of all we have understood that if two parents will be involved, then there will be the DNA comes from two individual, and that DNA when will be mixed together, then there will be large amount of variation created in offspring, and these two parents produce a cell, and that cell combined together, that means fertilization. The offspring produced due to the process of fertilization. It means a DNA or DNA of two parent, DNA of two individual will be combined together to make an individual. So the variation comes from two individual make more large amount of variation. So the next feature or characteristics of sexual mode of reproduction is the gamete formation. Gamete formation. So to conserve, to re-establishment of the amount of chromosome during the sexual mode of reproduction, there is a requirement of gamete formation. Gamete formation takes place by the process which is known as meiosis. It means meiosis is the process that leads to gamete formation, and during the process of meiosis the number of genetic material or the number of chromosomes becomes half. So this is the reason why do we require gamete formation during the process of sexual mode of reproduction, to re-establishment of the number of chromosome, because during the gamete formation the number of chromosome will be half from each parent, and when these half number of chromosome, they will make full number of chromosome in offspring as in their parents. So to resolve the problem of multiplication of number of DNA, there is another concept in the process of sexual mode of reproduction, that is gamete formation by the process of meiosis. Now we will also study about the structure of gametes. These gametes, when comes out from the body, they also require nourishment to live, to survive. So to resolve these problems, the structure of gametes also designed on that basis. So the fifth characteristics is about the structure of gametes. So male gamete is small or light weighted, and motile, while the female gamete is large size with nutrients. So female gamete will carry amount of nutrients to survive. So when male, and for the fusion process, for the mixing process, the one of the two gametes need to be motile. So one of the gamete carry the nutrients and with large size, so they will be unable to move from one place to another place, or from its place to the next gametes, or to its opposite gamete, while the other need to be light weighted with motile nature. So it can easily move towards the other gamete to perform the process of fertilization. So these are the various characteristics, and these characteristics are responsible for the creation of more amount of variation, but more amount of variation, and it also ensures the viability of offspring, which was these two was the limitation in the case of asexual reproduction. That limitations becomes resolved during the process of sexual mode of reproduction. So this is the reason why do we need sexual mode of reproduction, and more amount of variation will help in the survival of living organism on this planet. And we have also discussed in first video lecture that the importance of reproduction. So reproduction is a very wasteful process, but we need to reproduce, and we need to reproduce to become survive on this planet or to make life on this planet. So this is all about the characteristics of sexual reproduction and need of sexual reproduction. And in next video lecture we will discuss various kind of living organism and sexual mode of reproduction in that living organism. In our syllabus, in syllabus of class 10, only we have to study the sexual mode of reproduction in plants and sexual mode of reproduction in human being. So in next video lecture we will start the sexual mode of reproduction in plants.